Hi there, Gemini. It's September. I'm Dodici, and I'm going to start the horoscopic wheel for you, so we can see what's going on here this month. It's a very, I think, redefining month this month. We see straight off the bat Saturn moving back in its retrograde motion into your career sector, along with the North Node. And this is doubly important because there's going to be a full moon lunar eclipse taking place in this zone of your horoscope. This 10th zone is the zone directly above where the sun is at midday. So if we look at the position of the sun in Gemini, this 10th zone is career, reputation, employers, I guess in some way, the purpose of your life. And so therefore, the karmic energies are very, very strong. Firstly, the karmic point itself, but retrograde planets, which we see here, encompassing this whole upper part of your chart, also relate to, looking back over your shoulder, reevaluating where you are, just you're taking stock. There's the eclipse on the 8th of September. Now, when I mentioned karma, what I wanted to say was, often we think it's some sort of random series of events that are whacking us and sometimes giving us a little $10 lottery win on the scratch it tickets. But actually, karma's not so much the event that happens to you. It's more to do with the attitude and the projection and how you perceive those events. So I want to remind you of that because sometimes it gets a little bit too easy to slip into a reactive mode rather than a proactive mode. And as I've said many times to clients and students, there are two types of people in life. There are the reactors, the ones that react to everything. That is when karma's not pleasant, you see. And then there are the actors. And sometimes you may need to act, which I think may be the case this month. Especially we see a juggling act here between this 4th house, South Node, Sun, and Mercury in this zone of family, domestication, real estate. And so the balancing act here is between the energy you're giving to your work, how many pounds of flesh does your employer demand of you this month? And likewise, if you're a little overweight, you won't worry because your family may want a few pounds of flesh as well. But here it is, if you monitor the movement of the moon, it's getting darker and darker and darker. And on the 22nd, it will indeed move into this 4th sector of family, mother, domestication, and tells us that new things are likely to occur at this time. Now, it may not mean a new house or moving, but it can definitely mean a new attitude to the way you sort of interact with your family, what it is you want for yourself in terms of satisfaction on the domestic level, and the satisfaction you want in yourself, which is why the full moon eclipse may have a very important bearing on this 4th house. Venus moves into this area as well. So Venus in the 4th house has a tremendous love of your family life, your mother, but also the 4th house has to do with peace of mind. As the Indians call it, Shanti, as the Filipinos call it, Payapa, as we English people call it, peace. And so you may have to weigh up, okay, what are the sacrifices? What's the downside of achieving all of that success in work and that additional money, which we see is probably not doing too badly with Jupiter here in this 2nd house of income. You got Mars moving into the 6th house this month as well, and there's the sign of Scorpio, which is your workplace activities. That can show also inflammatory problems health-wise, overexertion. If you're at the gym too, this can be, maybe pulling muscles or tripping yourself up. Take it easy. You don't have to be too harsh on yourself. Fifth house Sun and Mercury are great. They bring with them a huge amount of creativity. And if you've got any problems, this is the time you can use your creative improvisational skills and overlay that on the life pattern, the circumstances that you're experiencing in life right now. You need to be clever. Things are changing right now, and it's important for you to be able to manage and adapt. Adaptation is, of course, the basic skill of survival. But you don't want to just survive, do you, Gemini? You want to thrive. So don't react, act, and balance what it is you want in your life that you know makes you happy, rather than what it is that makes you shine in the eyes of others. This is not an ego competition. This is about peace of mind, satisfaction, and fulfillment in life. And there's more on that at astrology.com.au. Follow the links as we give you each month. You can find out more there. All we ask of you, there's no cost for this. I love doing it to share what I can see, as brief as it is. But if you wouldn't mind just giving us your subscription, liking us, telling your friends, and of course coming back next month. I'll be here waiting for you. Take care now. Bye-bye.